Many people think that the Soft Mozart system is backed by enormous financial resources. After all, the platform features thousands of successful student videos and laureates of international competitions. At first glance, it creates the illusion of strong support and significant funding. However, the reality is quite different. This project exists solely due to the efforts of one person. Only the incredible effectiveness of the method makes such results possible. There are no sponsors, influential patrons, or grants behind us, only the belief that music education can and should be accessible to every child. On one hand, I face slander and silencing. On the other, I deal with the greed of those who see my dedication and desire to share my knowledge as something to exploit for their own gain. Some people want to bury my project because it exposes uncomfortable truths, while others want to squeeze as much personal profit out of it as they can. So, how did it all start? In 2000, in Houston, I accidentally discovered that the musical system is whole, symmetrical, and integrates symbols and sounds. And it has been this way since the beginning. It struck me like a bolt of lightning. Why were we not taught this in music school? Why has no one ever talked about it? I felt obligated to share this truth with professionals as quickly as possible and make this knowledge available to every child. But first, I had to overcome enormous challenges to create a technology that could test the system in practice. I'm a musician, not a programmer. It was frightening, but for the sake of children, I had to step out of my comfort zone. After developing the software and conducting trials, it became clear the direct connection between a child and a note is the foundation of comprehensive music education. As soon as the connection between a key sound and the note symbol is established, amazing things happen with the children. They take the initiative in their development and literally demand more and more knowledge from their teachers. I reached out to the Texas Music Teachers Association and arranged a meeting with its representatives, Ann Hastings and Michael Alexander. They visited my studio, saw a demonstration of the program, and were thrilled by what they witnessed. I truly believed this would be the beginning of collaboration and support. After speaking with Executive Director Robert Floyd, I immediately sent the program and a detailed description of my discovery and research results to Austin. But how wrong I was. The next day, I was told that the association neither supports nor promotes specific methodologies. They suggested buying a booth at the next convention in San Antonio. Essentially, they told me to just stand behind a table and wait for someone to notice my project. But even after participating in the exhibition, I received no support, despite the enthusiastic feedback from everyone who saw the program. At that moment, I thought it was a misunderstanding.
The advent of the computer has certainly changed the world.
It made everything from medical breakthroughs to space travel possible, but out on the porch tonight, Jim Swift tells us we can add to that list the soft way of Mozart.
I believed that my discoveries would resonate with professionals from the official music organization. But how wrong I was. It was the first alarming signal, the first mask the music industry revealed. Soon, I encountered a real wall of misunderstanding, ignorance, and, in some cases, even hostility. In a correspondence from 2004, right before the next convention, I once again tried to convey the problem of the improper presentation of the music system to the association. I wrote to Robert Floyd and his colleagues explaining that if nothing is done to combat musical illiteracy, we would lose an entire generation. I mentioned that our president, senators, politicians, and school principals are, for the most part, musically illiterate. And those making decisions today were once our students, but without proper musical education. They cannot support and develop what they never understood or valued. It's a vicious cycle. What did I hear in response? They continued to ignore me and even called my arguments aggressive. They didn't see me as a scholar offering important discoveries, but as an annoying salesperson with a new product. And that was despite the fact that my discovery could have revolutionized the entire approach to music education. Every time I hear news about another teenager picking up a weapon and killing school children or churchgoers, I think that this could have been prevented. We can develop in children a holistic perception of the world, emotional stability, and the ability to channel their teenage aggression into creative projects. But instead, Those responsible for promoting science prefer to pursue personal, rather than socially significant, goals. I consider such an attitude towards scientific and educational achievements to be criminal. Today, 20 years later, Robert Floyd has retired, but his influence is still felt. Years of resistance and decades of silencing have left the Texas music community deaf to my system and children deaf to the true understanding of music. An entire generation has grown up deprived of musical literacy, with fragmented thinking, unable to perceive the world holistically and deeply. Corporations that profit from primitive music products are happy to continue suppressing my discovery. Why? Because a holistic understanding of music makes people smarter, developing their creative and critical thinking. It's much harder to impose cheap and useless musical materials on a society of such people. Ignoring the truth about the music system and its possibilities for music education isn't just the suppression of facts. It's the destruction of a future in which children could grow up to be intelligent, holistic individuals, capable of perceiving music and the world around them with true understanding. Join us to hear the continuation of this story, the story of a musical Semmelweis, and how today the truth that could help our children become happier and better is being killed.